that product. This is important because brands are important. Allergies, arthritis, asthma, athletic improvement, cancer, fibromyalgia, depression, diabetes, digestion, goes down to high blood pressure, menstruation, cramps. There's women in this audience. I know everybody knows people who deal with that. Mental acuity. How many of you have realized your mind is not quite what it used to be? I mean, be honest. How many of you have ever gone down the steps in your house or gone from one room to get something and then you can't remember which way? All right. Since y'all want to act like you're so much smarter than me, has anyone ever dialed a phone number, has no clue who you called until they answer? Raise your hand if that has ever happened. That just happened to me yesterday. I called my sister. I'm like, who is this? As if they called me. Here's another one. Has anyone ever looked for your cell phone and you were on it? Raise your hand. Or you look for your glasses and they're on your head. Mental acuity. By the way, Max is really good with developing brain function. Now you start to think of diseases associated with that. You know, Alzheimer's, dementia, things like that. Pain, obesity, it even goes down to sexual enhancement. Now I talk about that because Viagra is the #1 selling drug right now. It's like $700. So when you think about that, if you could use a natural product and get the same benefits. This is a book called The Physician's Desk Reference. For those of you who think this is just a product we invented, this product is in the Physician's Desk Reference. It's in every doctor's office, and here's what it says. It says that Max is a dietary supplement that targets and corrects chemical imbalances in the body without affecting properly functioning systems. And here's the key, without negative side effects. It also says it brings the body into balance, non-toxic, and it doesn't cause harm or push other systems out of balance. The reason it says that is because pharmaceutical drugs do just the opposite. How many of you have seen a commercial on television that talks about pharmaceutical drugs and it talks about all the good that's going to happen? And then the rest of the commercial talks about all the bad things that are going to happen if you use it. There's a commercial on television for Lunesta. And there's a butterfly. Y'all probably have the same commercial video. And the butterfly is saying, have you ever felt down and out? You just want to get a good night's sleep? Try Lunesta. The rest of the commercial says, if you use this product, you will have nausea, dry mouth, you might hallucinate, and you may have thoughts of suicide. Okay? Now the reason I use that, and we all laugh about it, but all pharmaceutical drugs have toxic properties if they're used excessively. I have a friend who's in the hospital from using Aleve, and you think to yourself, Aleve, Tylenol, Excedrin, normal. But pharmaceutical drugs have side effects. Our product does a world of good in the body. It lowers AGEs, it corrects other systems that are out of balance, and it has no negative side effects. To me, that sounds like a win-win, doesn't it? Yes. Everybody would use our product if they know about it. Now here's something that one of our founders told us. He said, everybody needs what we have. They may not know it, they may not want it, but they absolutely need it. And with the way we eat today, less and less of our food is natural. When you think about what you're eating, I just heard on the news, they talked about what's in a chicken nugget. Now, for some of you that like them, I'll reserve my comments. Let's just say it's not just chicken. Fast food and the way we eat processed foods, it is creating a society of illness. Diabetes is not epidemic, it's pandemic. Raise your hand if you know someone who has diabetes. Raise the other hand if you know someone who has high blood pressure. All right, raise a leg if you know someone. No. How many of you know somebody who has arthritis, allergies, asthma? And disease is so prevalent till we think it's normal. Do you know that word normal, things become normal when everybody is in the same category. But that's not normal. And the fact that we have an ability to change our health, we want to. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this. I just threw this slide in here. There's a skincare line called Dermalogica. You go to the high-end spas or you go to a store like Ulta, they sell Dermalogica. The reason I put this slide in here is because sometimes when you have a product that talks about a certain property, people think gimmick. They think, oh, that must be a gimmick to get you to buy my product. Everybody with me? Well, Dermalogica has a skincare line called AGE Smart or Age Smart. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I circled it. On the back of their box, it talks about about advanced glycation end products. Now, the fact that you haven't heard about it doesn't mean it's not happening. More and more companies are starting to talk about the fact that AGEs visibly changes the way a person looks, and it also internally changes the way somebody ages. In fact, on this slide, and it's kind of blurred, I have to go cross-eyed in a minute. It says that AGEs all contribute to the structure and breakdown of skin, leading to wrinkles, loss of tone, hyperpigmentation that leave skin looking visibly aged. So I think that's an important thing so that people know we didn't just invent this. Just because you're becoming aware, you are one of the elite few, and what we want you to do is help spread the awareness. It's just like breast cancer. When you see someone with a pink ribbon, if you had seen that 12 years ago, you may not have known why they were wearing it. But today, when you see the pink ribbon, don't you automatically associate that with breast cancer? Yes. They created awareness. That's what we're doing, and that awareness is going to lead to better health. So we're going to teach you how to build a business using TruAge. I use the word